Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Perkenalkan, nama saya Andri Handayani dari Program Studi Sarjana Terapan Bahasa Inggris Sekolah Vokasi Universitas Gadjah Mada. Di video kali ini saya akan memaparkan tentang pernyataan diri dosen dalam unjuk kerja terkait Tridharma Perguruan Tinggi, khususnya untuk bidang pengajaran. Identitas mata kuliah yang akan saya bawakan di video ini berjudul Komunikasi Lintas Budaya Internasional atau International Cross Cultural Communication, disingkat ICCC, di mana di kurikulum lama mata kuliah ini disebut Pemahaman Lintas Budaya 2 dengan kode mata kuliah V4DI 2102. Mata kuliah ini diajarkan di semester 3 dengan bobot 2 SKS dan menggunakan bahasa pengantar bahasa Inggris. Untuk deskripsi mata kuliah sendiri, mata kuliah ini menekankan pada signifikansi kesadaran pribadi dan refleksi individu dalam rangka memperoleh pemahaman mendalam akan arti individu. Dalam konteks multikultural seperti gender, kelas, budaya, ras, etnisitas, agama, hak istimewa, dan kekuasaan. Dalam studi komunikasi lintas budaya, sangat vital untuk melihat secara kritis akan nilai-nilai dan persepsi kultural individu yang dapat mempengaruhi pandangan serta interaksi individu tersebut dengan individu-individu lain dari komunitas yang berbeda. Mata kuliah ini akan mengeksplorasi pemahaman lintas budaya di luar Indonesia serta dikontekstualisasikan dengan situasi di Indonesia. Untuk capaian pembelajaran mata kuliah ICCC ini ada 5. Yang pertama yaitu mahasiswa mampu secara kritis mengidentifikasi identitas dan latar belakang masing-masing individu. Yang kedua, mahasiswa mampu secara kritis mengidentifikasi identitas dan latar masing-masing individu dan komunitas lain. Yang ketiga, mahasiswa mampu menjelaskan aspek-aspek dialektis komunikasi lintas budaya. Yang keempat, mahasiswa mampu mendefinisikan hubungan antar budaya, identitas, bahasa, komunikasi nonverbal, dan celah budaya. Dan yang terakhir yaitu mahasiswa mampu menjelaskan pengalaman lintas budaya secara spesifik dan kontekstual dalam rangka mendorong komunikasi lintas budaya. Untuk bahan kajian sendiri saya menggunakan beberapa bahan kajian. Yang pertama yaitu Global Communication in the Making, atau bagaimana sih caranya untuk menciptakan komunikasi global. Dan yang kedua yaitu Roots of Racism and Interracial Harmony, yaitu akar dari rasisme dan juga bagaimana menciptakan harmoni interras. Dan yang ketiga yaitu Living in Multicultural Societies, bagaimana hidup berdampingan dalam masyarakat yang multikultur. Kemudian juga Sex, Gender, and Culture, kita akan membahas tentang seks, gender, dan juga budaya. Civilization and Modernization, especially in East and West. Jadi bagaimana peradaban dan juga modernisasi itu dalam konteks Timur dan Barat. Dan juga Eastern and Western Religious Traditions, bagaimana tradisi-tradisi agama di bagian timur dan juga bagian barat. And Human Geography, Peoples, Places, and Culture, jadi bagaimana ilmu Human Geography yang berkenaan dengan masyarakat, manusia, tempat, dan juga budaya. Kemudian ada Living Traditions in Several Countries, bagaimana tradisi-tradisi hidup ya, atau tradisi-tradisi yang masih dilestarikan dalam konteks di beberapa negara. Kemudian juga ada Women in the Third World, studi tentang wanita pada dunia ketiga. Dan yang terakhir yaitu Sports Culture atau budaya-budaya dalam olahraga. Untuk komponen penilaian sendiri ada beberapa elemen. Yang pertama yaitu kehadiran dan partisipasi kelas sebanyak 15%, kemudian ada tugas 15%, presentasi kelompok 20%, UTS 20%, dan UAS 30%. Metode pengajaran sendiri khususnya yang akan saya gunakan di video ini, untuk penyampaiannya saya menggunakan metode daring, synchronous meeting dengan Google Meet, dan juga saya akan menayangkan slide presentasi. Untuk interaksinya menggunakan Google Meet juga dengan metode open mic. Jadi mahasiswa akan langsung merespon menggunakan mikrofon, dan juga bagi yang terkendala sinyal ataupun koneksi internet yang kurang baik disarankan menggunakan chat box. Dan untuk metode evaluasinya akan diadakan tanya jawab selama perkuliahan, dan juga saya akan memberikan pekerjaan rumah melalui ELOK atau LMS Learning Management System yang dimiliki oleh UGM. Demikianlah penjelasan RPKPS saya untuk mata kuliah Komunikasi Lintas Budaya atau International Cross Cultural Communication, atau yang sebelumnya disebut Pemahaman Lintas Budaya 2. Untuk selanjutnya, mari kita simak video pembelajaran yang sudah saya buat. Atas perhatiannya, saya ucapkan terima kasih.
Alright, so Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Hi.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Hey,
Fine. Okay. Wow, you look so beautiful and handsome, all of you. Yeah. Okay. So we meet again in our class. Yeah. International Cross Cultural Communication, or in Indonesia we call Pemahaman Lintas Budaya 2, ya. So today is meeting for our class, and today we are going to discuss about identities and living in multicultural societies. Okay, yeah. Before beginning, can you see my screen, everyone?
Yes, yes.
Okay, for the learning outcomes of today, students can identify multiculturalism aspects, and then students can identify the identity theory, and students can initiate conversation with foreigners. Okay, last week we already talked about racism, yeah, and I'm sure that you got insights that we cannot be racist, yeah, because everybody is equal in this world, yeah. So I hope you can apply that in your daily life, yeah. Don't be racist, yeah. Okay. If I ask you, what is multiculturalism? What is multiculturalism? Who wants to answer? What is multiculturalism? Alia. Alia. We have to Alia here, ya. Alia Salsabila and Alia Andani. Okay, Alia Andani first. What is multiculturalism? Alia, what do you think about multiculturalism?
It's perspective about cultures and race.
Perspective about culture, race, yeah, something like that. Okay, thank you, Alia. What about, Alia Salsabila, what do you think about multiculturalism?
Okay, multiculturalism is a term that perfectly defines Indonesia, where in a society we're living side to side with people with a different background, like we're rich of cultural itself, like from Japanese and Sumatranese. We have a lot of culture in this country, so multiculturalism is a perfect definition for Indonesia.
Wow, thank you so much, Alia. Yeah, wow, that's a good opinion about that. We have to consider that there are so many cultures in a place, yeah. Okay, and then if I ask you, name a nationality that you want to interact with, please raise your hand. Who wants to answer this question? Name a nationality that you want to interact with. Okay, what about, okay, Arul,
Yes, Miss.
People
I
from
think
where
I want
that you want to
interact
interact
with
with?
China's citizen, Miss, because
Chinese.
China
Okay,
has great
Chinese
human
citizen.
resource.
Okay.
Yes.
Sally, do you want to interact with
American.
foreigners? American? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Why? Why do you want to
uh,
interact with Americans?
because I want to improve my English, Miss.
Yeah, very good because you want to improve your English, yeah. Okay, Aryo.
I want to say that I want to choose England because in England, especially in the city of London, it's a favorite tourist destination in Europe. We can meet many kinds of people. I think so, Miss.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You want to interact with British people, yeah, from England because England is famous for tourism destinations, yeah. Okay, wow. What about question number 3? Is it positive or negative to be in plural society? Plural society means there is not only one culture, there is not only one race, yeah. Like Alia said before that in a country there are a lot of races, yeah, there are a lot of ethnic groups, there are a lot of cultures. So do you think that is it positive or negative to be in plural society? What about Jerry? Jerry, do you think it is positive or negative? Jerry, you're still in mute. Oh, sorry, Jerry. I think you are still in mute. For example, me, I'm Japanese. I'm Muslim, and I'm a woman. Yeah, something like that. Like, do you think like how many identities that you have? What about Dia?
I'm Japanese. I'm
Mhm.
woman.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm Muslim.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so many, yeah. What about Aryo? Aryo, once again, Aryo, give your opinion.
I'm man. I'm Christianity, and I'm a blood of Japanese and Chinese.
Ooh, Japanese and Chinese, yeah. So you have like not only one ethnic group but mixed, yeah. Okay, and then if we talk about diversity, some multiculturalists are people who study multiculturalism, yeah, believe that cultural diversity is compatible with political cohesion. People have multiple identities and therefore loyalties. Yeah, as you said before, that you belong to certain religious groups, you belong to certain ethnic groups, you belong to certain gender, yeah, and then we have a loyalty upon that groups, yeah, and then people are able to participate in society because they have a firm and secure identity rooted in their own culture. Okay, nah, this one is also related to previous questions, that how many identities that you have. Of course, in a person, there is not only one identity, yeah. So we can start from questions, who am I? Who are we? Who are you? And who are they? Yeah, we can ask like this. Am I any different from them? Apakah saya berbeda dengan mereka, ya? If so, how different am I from the rest of them? Kalau beda, bedanya itu seberapa gitu ya? Bedanya di mana dan bagaimana kok kita bisa berbeda dengan mereka? And sometimes we can ask ourselves, why am I treated differently? Why are they being treated differently? Kenapa kita suka diperlakukan dengan berbeda begitu ya? Kenapa mereka juga diperlakukan dengan berbeda? Is there something wrong with me or is the problem with them? Ya. Oke, apakah ada masalah gitu ya? Kok kita bisa perlakuannya itu nggak sama gitu ya? For example, when I go to like Singapore, like sometimes what is that? Like I feel like I was treated differently ya from the gaze of the people ya. Kadang-kadang kalau orang melihat saya, mungkin kalau di Indonesia apa ya, sudah umum gitu ya, orang pakai jilbab begitu ya, tapi mungkin kalau di luar negeri kita agak berbeda begitu ya. Nah, seperti itu. Okay, and then also talk about identity theory. We have theory from Tajfel and Turners about social identity ya. So here from the chart you have personal identity. Ya, kalian punya personal identity, identitas pribadi gitu ya. And then social identity, social categorization, and then distinct social groups, and then we differentiate the two terms, we and they, kita dan mereka, begitu ya. Kalau we berarti itu masuknya in group ya. So we categorize ourselves. Kira-kira grup mana ya yang cocok dengan kita gitu ya? Mau pilih grup A atau grup B gitu. Oh, for example, when you want to choose the group in your class, kalian suka ngegeng nggak? Ayo di kelas, ayo. Atau suka apa gitu kan ya? Nah, sometimes we based on the interest begitu ya. Nah, kita biasanya berdasarkan dengan interest, minat begitu. Yang suka, oh ini suka sama ini, wah kita satu grup dong, ya something like that. This in itself is not a problem and not involved in the possible later prejudice or discrimination against other groups. But when we have social identification, when you are part of a group, you tend to identify with them, ya itu tadi. Sama nggak sih ya? You take on the attitudes and ways of working of other members of the group and see their views as compatible with your own and therefore worth emulating. Ya, oke. So mulai dari sini kalian bisa mencari kesamaannya, tidak samanya di mana, kesamaannya di mana, ya. So you identify yourselves and then you take on the attitudes and ways of working gitu ya, cara bekerjanya gitu ya. And then social comparison, the very act of belonging to a group increases your concept of self, diri kita sendiri ya. Other groups are seen as being different and you start to identify them as them. Aduh, aku tuh nggak cocok sama mereka ya. Mereka itu beda banget sama aku, something like that, ya. And your own group as us. Wah, asik, kita liburan nih, suka ya. Wah, kita nongkrong yuk, something like that, ya. It is this final stage in the cognitive process where social comparison is made with other groups and in itself creates the distinctiveness of the in-group. Keunikan, distinctiveness, mana nih yang unik, yang berbeda, ya. Okay, so the undeniable reality is that diversity born of ethnicity, culture, language, and religion continues to be imposed in incompatible understanding. Minority and majority groups, different economic and social strata are seen as problems and contain potential for conflict. Be careful ya. Sometimes kalau kalian tidak bisa menerima apa ya istilahnya diversity ya, when diversity continues to be imposed to unite ya, kadang-kadang kalau keberagaman itu dipaksa untuk bersatu ya. Dan apa istilahnya bercampur begitu saja ya, without being initiated and based on a deep understanding ya, will lead to negative attitude of diversity. Okay, everyone, yeah, that's I think that's all our class for today. Do you have any question before we go to homework? Yeah. So again for Tajfel and Turner's social identity theory, perhaps you can start to identify yourself, and perhaps you will understand like how can people identify themselves. Kenapa sih kok kayaknya teman-temanku itu nggak suka sama aku ya. Kenapa mereka itu lebih suka dengan sana ya? Because we have several processes in identifying ourselves, both personal identity and then also in social identity theory ya. Okay, any questions from you? What do you think about people who like to discriminate? Related to gender, example, in the village, it is often said that women are useless if they go to high school because eventually they will be in the kitchen. Okay, wow, good questions, Arul. I will ask your friends. What about this before I answer? What do you think, friends? What do you think about Arul's questions? That sometimes people they like to discriminate other people based on gender. Yeah. For example, in the village. Yeah. It is often said that women are useless. Oh my God, really useless? Wah, me as a woman, I do not accept that. Yeah. What do you think? What's your opinion? Who want to raise hand to give opinion before I answer this question? Alia, do you want to give an opinion?
Okay, I would like to convey my opinion. I think this is a very unfair phenomenon in our society, especially for women. We are being stigmatic, or we are being thought that we cannot do anything outside house. Like our place is in the kitchen, even though we are is a CEO or having a high position in a certain company, we're still back to our kitchen. I think this is a very conservative point of view that should be shifted or should be deleted in today's era, because we are now trying to be equal, whether we are women or men. We can do the same thing, because women has a big role too in this countries, especially like we can see today's there are many women ministers and many women that works in the government that try to improve our governments or our politics system. So I think this is a very unfair phenomenon, and this is a very conservative point of view.
So thank you very much, everyone, for your active participation. Please give applause to all of us, yeah. And then don't forget that as one of the learning outcomes, yeah, students can initiate a conversation with foreigners. So please do the homework, yeah. The homework is initiate a conversation with someone who is not Indonesian. Ask this person about living in multicultural societies. Yeah, you can do this online since it is still in the pandemic time. Yeah, via WhatsApp, Instagram, Zoom, or other platforms. Don't forget to attach the screenshot as the proof in your report. Yeah, write a summary of your interview and mention the name and place of origin of the person you interviewed. Okay, do you have any questions about the homework? And then please submit the homework through Elok, yeah. Here I already made the post in Elok, yeah, so you can submit here, yeah. Okay. You can submit because all of you are already joined the Elok. Okay, so thank you so much. Well, for today, everyone, yeah. I'll see you again next week, and please stay healthy and happy. And I'll see you again next week. Have a nice day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.